I was talking about a connection before be- between me, the place, the love for food, but even with the people that are working with me. Without them, I couldn't do that. So it's very important for me to have good people with a good connection.
Family, right?
Family.
Like familia.
Family, of course.
This is like what it
Yeah.
comes down to in a restaurant,
That-
you know?
yeah, sure.
I think all over the world. Hi, I'm Patricia Kathleen. I travel the world with a mic in hand and questions to ask. And this is where those conversations live. My guests and I get into everything: work, identity, creativity, purpose, the big stuff, the messy stuff, and the stuff that actually matters. From alleyway chats to studio sit-downs, I bring you with me as I talk to chefs, scientists, artists, activists. Whoever around me has a story worth hearing. Wherever you're listening from, welcome. I'm glad you're here. Now let's get into it. Give me their full name and your position and status at the restaurant.
Okay. I'm Simona Paulicki, and I'm the head chef and the founder of Bistro.
Okay. Where are you from originally?
I'm original from Italy, and
Which part?
Tuscany,
Tuscany. Wow.
from
Famous.
Pisa.
Okay. How long have you been in Ubud?
I've been here in Ubud 13 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
When did you found Plant Bistro? Are you the main founder? Are you a co-founder?
Yes, I'm a co-founder. The concept comes from me, but I'm the founder with other 4 partners. One of them is my husband, and it was a long time I had in mind this concept, but COVID stopped us to go on and to open this restaurant. So
When did Plant Bistro open?
Plan Bistro opens on 2023 in August. We opened
August.
our door in August, yes.
So relatively new on the scene.
Yes.
Like it's kind of a baby in the Ubud scene. That's crazy because everyone I talk to knows of it. For
Oh.
it just being around for 2 years, everyone, I try to impress people. I'll say, I need to take you somewhere. As a vegan, you need to eat at this place. And everyone says, I know it. Everyone knows Plant Bistro. Like it's got so much fame. And I'll tell you, I honestly, all bias aside, I know I eat here probably more than anyone in Ubud, but it's because it's so good. And it's also a marriage. I would go anywhere for your food. Really, I would eat anywhere in Ubud. I'd eat on the street for your food, but also the environment is so beautiful.
Yeah.
I want to look at a little bit of that. So when you chose to start Plant Bistro, did you decide to do it to start a new menu or just a new endeavor? And did the location have anything to do with it?
Oh, yeah. I didn't have any place in mind. I was waiting for a very nice, beautiful place that will have a connection with me, with my recipes, with me, yes. And Blanco family asked to us to have a look here. They would be happy to look this place. And when I saw it, I fell in love at the first sight, of course. It was so beautiful. So yes, probably this is my place.
Did you have to do any renovation or was this structure just existing?
No, there was only this part without windows, without anything.
Oh, wow.
So we never renovated completely, yes.
Unbelievable. How long did it take you?
I don't really remember. Maybe 5 months, yes.
Okay.
Around 5 months.
So was it difficult to start a second one, or was it easier because you had already started a restaurant?
Being a different concept was a little bit different from l'osteria. When we open l'osteria, is the concept is already going by itself. So if you have a good setting, good standard, you need to find only the good people to go on. About this was the first one, and not so simple because the vegan food is quite difficult if you want a very good food and not only salads. Of course, you have to develop many things. Without many times we cannot find items for our recipes. So what is difficult when you have completely maybe 90% of our menu homemade.
Yeah.
So we are not in Europe, and for me was really challenging to develop these recipes. During COVID time, I studied a lot. I had time because I wasn't working, but it was good for me to develop everything and to think about this. And I was talking about a connection before between me, the place, the love for food, but even with the people that are working with me. Without them, I couldn't do that. So it's very important for me to have good people with a good connection.
Family, right?
Family.
Like familia.
Family, of course.
This is like what it comes down to in a restaurant, you know?
Yeah, sure.
I think all over the world, but Bali has a very serious sense of ecosystem and family, you know, based in, I find every single enterprise, you know, from yoga studios to restaurants, it's very family based.
I think there is the best energy ever here.
Yeah, the view, I mean, the location is spectacular. It cannot be argued with. I want to unpack your menu because this is something, you're a chef, it's your restaurant, and this is usually the epicenter, the heart, corazon, you know, of the entire restaurant. Did you start out with the menu that you currently have? Did you start out with a smaller menu? How did you start out looking at the menu and what you wanted to offer?
We started directly with this kind of menu. I didn't have a smaller because I was really happy to offer and to have this such of things. Because when I think about something to eat, I would love to eat this. So why I cannot put in my menu? And why not this? Why not this? So it was really huge at the beginning and was so simple, not too difficult.
So you had a bunch of things from the beginning?
From the beginning,
opening.
yes. Yeah.
And you knew you were doing pasta. Is that because you're Italian or because it's what you love? Is there a difference?
Yes, for sure, because I'm Italian and I love, and was quite challenging to develop the recipe for pasta because it is not only vegan, but it is even gluten-free. And if you have a look and you try some gluten-free pasta, they are full of not healthy ingredients,
right? First.
And second, when you cook, it's not so good. So I'm very proud of this recipe because many people don't understand that it's gluten-free. So
yeah, I'm blown away by the pasta, and I do gluten-free mainly, and all gluten-free pasta that I've tried over the past 7 years, the texture is off, it falls apart. When I personally go to cook with it, it's a nightmare. I don't prefer it when other people are making it. And I was told that I would be obsessed with your pasta, and I am. It's not, the texture, everything is authentic pasta to me, and what I recall when I was eating, you know, regular pasta noodles. the colors on the plate with your pasta are, for me, magnificent. Okay, I'm biased. The charcoal tortellini with the beautiful kind of beet, red on the bottom. That kind of, it reminds me of Valentine's Day or love. There's just something so romantic about it. All of those different things. When you are approaching your pasta, you have 5 or 6. That's it. You're very clean with that. You've got pizzas, pasta. You also do breakfast. I always come at 12:30 because I can order the salmon toast as well as pasta before it cuts off. How did you decide what you were going to put for breakfast, lunch, and dinner? And did you insist on keeping everything at like 5 or 6 pastas, a few pizzas, or was it just it naturally came together?
It was quite difficult to set up the menu because I'm Italian, so I would love to have mostly Italian food here, but it is an international place, so we have to give something to other people that don't know Italian. Maybe some comfort food like sushi or some bowls, something to refresh.
What's the most difficult thing for you to constantly keep for the pasta in general? Do you have to import something for it? Like, what's the most difficult thing to make sure that you always have your pasta ready? Is everything available in Bali, or do you worry about having specific items?
Yes, I'm worried a little bit about that. Sometimes we call them because it's based on cheapest flour as well, and sometimes we cannot find. We buy the whole cheapest and we process to have the flour.
Okay.
So we always think about a plan B.
Yes.
Of
you
course.
have to, right?
Oh, you have to.
Yeah.
Every time. Yes.
Who designed the interior of the space? Was that your vision, working with somebody else? Because it has this Bali meets Tuscany. For me, it feels like the two have met here. Was that your vision?
Okay, I had in mind a very nice place in Italy that is Castello di Reschio, and it is a colonial house, a very old house from Middle Age, around this age. And they built a nice greenhouse in the middle. And oh, wow, it's quite beautiful. It's very beautiful. I would love to have in my place. So I took the inspiration from this place and worked with a sound designer and my husband as well.
Okay, so the restaurant that was the inspiration had a greenhouse kind of in the middle of the restaurant? Wow.
Started from the greenhouse, yes.
Beautiful. And I mean, I can see that, with the bar area, like the inspiration. And the greenery all around has that essence, that vibe of greenhouse. So looking at your menu, do you let what is purchased guide, or do you stay with, you said, what's on the menu is what I like to eat, what I missed, what I want, and then also incorporating people, tourists and people who might come to Bali.
Yes,
that's kind of the composition.
Yeah.
Does everything sell equally as well, or have things kind of gone off the menu?
Yes, just few dishes, 2 or 3 since the beginning. But the problem is that I have always something in mind to add. So the danger will be, it will be too long, our menu, because every month I check all our dishes, what we sell, and everything is good. Well, we can take off if I want to add something. It's quite difficult if you yes.
Yeah, I see that. What's your favorite thing on the menu?
My favorite things is different from what I love to eat and love to cook.
Okay.
I don't know why. I love to cook risotto. It takes long time around because we don't use to pre-cook our rice, and it took like until the plating around 30 minutes. 25, 30 minutes. So the customer know already, thanks to our staff on the floor. They explain to them, but they are very happy to wait and see the result and to try it. So they probably have some appetizer first. I suggest to have something first. And yes, I love to cook it because I love colors, and it is made by purple cabbage, and at the end had some color flowers. What I love to eat, I always think about something fresh and healthy. It depends on the day. Yes.
When you started out, what was your favorite dish to eat from the menu? Do you remember putting something on the menu and thinking, I love this?
Salmon, my vegan salmon, yes.
Yeah.
I love it.
The salmon toast, the same.
Yeah, toast, and we put in our bruschetta as well. The last one was the black charcoal croissant with salmon.
Love it. Your cheese gets a lot of love on the street. The streets of Ubud talk about your cheese, and they talk about the pasta, but in specifically the cheese that you're putting on, like the salmon toast inside the tortellini. Did you have to play with that recipe for a long time?
Yes, a lot.
Okay. Is it something that was a great triumph, or was it just naturally something that you worked with that you came to?
Natural. I was thinking, okay, I can start from nuts. Let's see if I can add this. It was a long process until when, okay, I love this result. Stop. But from this result, after that, I can try with other kind of nuts, adding something different to have different flavor and different textures as well.
Okay.
But we are still studying about to develop some different kind of cheese since long time. But since it's quite difficult to have some ingredients, I'm still looking about that to develop gorgonzola.
Yeah. Mozzarella, all of those,
Yeah.
right? Yes. What do you usually work with when you work with cheese? Are you using nuts? Are you using coconut? I know in Greece they play around a lot with olive oil to get their vegan cheeses.
Yes.
Do you play with all different kinds of bases, or do you stick with one?
It depends on what kind of cheese I want to realize. The base could be cashew nut, almond, or chickpeas. Sometimes soy. Depends on the flavor that you want to have.
Sounds like a huge endeavor. Like I've tasted a lot of. I'm going to a cheese convention in Bangkok in a week, just because vegan cheese blows me away. The different ways you can play with it, and the consistencies, and the different. And like no one's ever come up with a vegan Stilton. And I think that that's getting into like the blue, like that's more of a difficult realm to kind of mimic. I want to get into the space a little bit and events and things that happen here. Does Zest host events? Or sorry, I was at Zest yesterday. Does Plant Bistro host events? And if so, do you reach out to people and say you can use our space, or do they reach out to you?
Usually people reach us to have some space for some events. Yes.
I could picture someone wanting to get married here. Is that too far off, or do you think that people will eventually say, can we host our wedding there? Because it seems like such a romantic, the chandeliers and all of that.
Yeah.
It's a
I would love
beautiful
to have some wedding here.
Yeah. It's a big space. You have a lot of tables for Ubud. The places like, it's rare to have something of this size. Did you know when you started that you were going to do breakfast, lunch, and dinner? Or did you think that you were just going to do like lunch and dinner? Was it always going to be 3 meals a day?
Since the beginning, I was planning to open since breakfast in the morning because I had lots of food in mind. So I want to offer
Everything.
directly every day
Yeah.
to the customer. Yes.
So, how many staff are working in one day? Do you know? Kitchen, host, wait staff, everyone included.
About the kitchen, we have two shifts, morning and afternoon, night. And we are around in one day 12 because we have lots of preparation in the morning. So people that focus on preparation cannot cook over, of course. And yes, 12 in a day.
12.
Yeah.
It's a lot. It's a big space, and you have a bar. You've got a lot of different sections. Do you have a staff retention? Like, do you still have people that started the restaurant with you, or is there a lot of turnover? They say in the United States, like, you know, do people come and stay in their job, or do they leave after a while?
Not really. They stay. We didn't have a lot of turnover.
Yeah.
On the floor, a little bit more, yes, but not for the kitchen. Not really for the kitchen. And my second hand is working with me since 6 years. We founded the first restaurant together, and still with me working. Yes.
So cool. I've heard a lot of those stories in Bali where people just, you know, get trained up. Do you mainly hire Balinese people and
Yeah.
train them, or do you ever hire any, like, have you ever brought a chef in from Italy?
My second hand is local, is Balinese.
Okay.
Yeah.
So always, and you train them up
Yeah.
from the beginning.
Yes. Yes. Sure. Many of them don't know really what is vegan, what is the difference between vegan and vegetarian. So I need to train them every day. And since the beginning, when we had some interview to hire people, I asked them some knowledge, but it doesn't matter if they don't know. The most important thing is their attitude. We have time to learn the connection, the chemical. And so we train them every day. We have briefing every day in the kitchen and in the floor around 1 hour. And I participate in the kitchen as well, on the floor with the waiter, and
Yeah.
manager. Yes.
Balinese food is beautiful. It's a little different from Italian food, or a lot different, I think.
Yeah.
When you introduce them to it, anyone who's working here, do you have to kind of explain like what they should be looking for, because it's different. The
Yeah,
textures,
sure.
the flavors, you know, to learn how to like explore it is to learn how to explain what you should be looking for in Italian food.
Yeah.
Do you have a way that you explain that?
I need to explain everything, of course, but as I was saying before, looking for people that have passion. You mean the staff?
Yes.
Yep. If people have passion, they are open to learn and to understand everything. Of course, it's very different Italian food from the Indonesian one. And the most difficult thing is that we don't use any chemical flavor, any chemical color or MSG. So we are looking for the umami flavor without this kind of thing that can help. And it's very challenging, but I'm so proud of it.
Yeah.
And I'm proud of them because they're once they learn to cook without MSG, they don't want to go back and use them anymore. So because they already know how to cook it with a good flavor.
You converted. You converted
I
them.
don't know why.
Absolutely. There, you have a couple of Balinese dishes on your menu.
Yes. Yeah.
So when you went to make those, did you look to other Balinese people for those recipes, or did you kind of taste it and come up with your own version of them?
I ask their help, of course. My second hand, of course, can help me about, especially to find some local herbs to use in our recipes. Yeah, and from my own, yes, I have something that I love, and ask, is it okay if we put in this recipe, or does it make sense? Of course.
Yeah. Absolutely.
So
another main thing on your menu that gets a lot of attention and talked about a lot with people I speak to is the alcohol, the drinks, you know, because you're offering a Negroni that the only other Italian I know in Ubud says it's the only Negroni in all of Bali that I'll have. You know, it's this amazing, and I'm wondering with your alcohol, is it difficult to, we're on an island, it's not the same thing as ordering alcohol as a restaurant owner in Europe, in the United States. Is it difficult to keep your bar fully stocked and to also keep those menus going, or is it simple?
it's not so difficult. We make our some of the alcohol drinks, so we produce by ourselves with a sweet method. So we are so different from others, and some of vegan people, of course, don't consume alcohol, but our restaurant is open to everyone. So, and I'm very happy that no vegan people come every day, so they ask for alcohol. And
what do you think about, if you would just speculate, there's no way of knowing, of course, but if you speculated with like the average customer that you have, do you think that some are vegan, some are not? Do you think that most people come because they hear it's vegan or they hear it's great Italian food? Do you get a sense for that?
I don't really know.
You don't know? Yeah, it's hard to speculate, right?
Yeah. Many times the staff, chef, can you come? Some customer want to meet you, and many times I ask them, you are vegan or not? Why you are here? And they're very happy to try this food, even if they are not vegan. So every time I ask them to have to understand what kind of customer we have and why, especially why you're here.
Are you personally vegan?
Yes.
Yourself? Okay.
Yes.
I know that a lot of chefs who own vegan restaurants aren't. You know, it's not. It's like a genre. You know, it's something that they can execute, but they go in a lot of areas. So you starting a vegan restaurant was very personally based.
Yeah.
What's the best seller? Do you know what sells most?
Of course, salmon bruschetta, salmon toast, and gnocchi, pumpkin gnocchi with butter sage. On top, I put some homemade black parmesan and tonnarelli carbonara.
Yeah, all family favorites with us as well, so that makes sense. Do you ever dine here? Do you
Yes.
come and eat here? Does your husband come and dine here?
Yes.
What's his favorite thing to have?
My husband's favorite, tagliatelle temperago or pad thai.
Yeah.
My daughter, because we have dinner here usually on Sunday, because I keep this day for family time. But at the end, for dinner, we come here so I can enjoy. I can see how the staff outside the kitchen can work and speak with the customers as well.
Nice.
And my daughter's favorite is sushi.
The sushi.
Yes.
Yeah.
And pasta, of course.
Is she a teenager?
She is 10 years old.
Oh, advanced. Sushi at 10. Okay.
Yeah.
I see her. That's nice. Excellent. Do you think it's going so well, and I hate to ask a question about the future when the present is so wonderful. I'm assuming it's going well for you because it's going well for everyone coming here. I know the stress and the burden is a different thing, but do you have plans for the future?
Yes, of course we have. We are evaluating some opportunities at the moment.
So do you think you'll ever open another one in Bali, or would you just leave it as Plant Bistro and do a separate restaurant if you did another one?
Yes, we are thinking about to open one more. Not to do too much because will be like a chain I don't want.
Right.
Because it will be very different, and I'm afraid the soul of Plant Bistro will finish.
Yeah.
So 1, 2, maximum 3, it's enough.
Right. How much are you here? Honestly, how often are you at Plant Bistro yourself?
Every day since around yesterday, since 10 in the morning until 11, in the night.
This
closing.
is your house. This
Yes,
place sees you
unfortunately.
more than anywhere.
Unfortunately, I say that because of my daughter and husband, but yes.
Yeah, so you're always here, boots on the ground.
Yeah.
What's been the largest difficulty that you've had over the past 2 years?
The larger difficulty,
Or
yes.
the greatest stress?
A great stress to manage some problems that come from the weather,
Right.
so structural problem, or sometimes, yes, to how to manage family and job. Yeah.
Yeah, as is mine.
Yeah, the most
That's
difficult
it.
one is this.
Yeah. The bakery is its own kingdom downstairs. Is that all you, or was that outsourced? Because the amount of baked items and desserts that you have downstairs is amazing, and I have not had a bad one. It's just insane. I have favorites, but I've tried about 90%, and they are all so amazing. It's very rare to have a chef that also does dessert or pastry. Is that you or someone else?
It's part of my history because my family owned a bakery since 1950 in Italy.
Okay.
And I worked there when I was in Italy. I was a chef as well, so it's part of my life, the bakery.
Incredible. You must be the world's greatest person to have around the house. You're not around your house right now, but that would be unbelievable. So you do love to bake those things. Yeah. Unbelievable.
I grew up on a flower tower in the bakery. My father put me over there, and I was looking at everything and studying. My grandmother was there working. Yes, was
the
amazing.
best smell in the world.
The best smell, yes.
The best.
You said the truth.
Yeah, absolutely. I love it. Everything, I come here enough to know that the bakery, if it's too late, it's mainly, sold out. Everyone's gotten word of it. Even the very small sugar cookies that come with the cappuccino, but you can also buy them in the bakery. I buy them by the dozen. I get so many of them. They are so perfect. The gentle note of lemon and just the texture, it's amazing. So did you have all of those recipes when you started up, or have you started adding to the bakery as well?
When I was in Italy, I didn't have a vegan item. I developed some of them over there. The last year was in Italy, yes, but mostly here with my experience, based on the usual one, the normal one. We can say normal. We don't know what is normal, really normal.
Right.
And yes, from them I changed to vegan, yes.
Mm-hmm. What's your favorite thing to bake in the bakery, and what's your favorite thing to eat in the bakery?
My favorite to eat is my food. So budino de riso. Now we are out of stock, and crostatina with jam, occhi di bue, that is pastry dough that remember me of my childhood. What I love to do more is the breads, because remember me my father, my family, of course, my grandfather, my grandmother,
Yeah.
and the smell that you said
Yes.
before.
That smell is it triggers me as well to childhood. I love baking bread.
Yeah, and we use sourdough even to make the pizza. And this sourdough, it is not really the sourdough we can find here in Bali. It's the real one that is, the name is Wild East. It's made, I made it like 16 years old,
Wow.
16 years, yeah. It is 16-year old, yes.
Wow.
I made in Italy. And
You designed the recipe of the sourdough bread at 16 years
Yeah.
old that you're currently employing here.
yeah, I brought here.
Incredible.
Yes.
It's your oldest child.
Yes, it's like a child. You have to take care every day like a child.
Yes. Incredible.
To give food.
Yes, absolutely. That's amazing. My favorite dessert in the bakery, I go back and forth. I have a lot of loves down there, but the custard, round custard kind of filled donut. I can't remember what it's called. That one, the one that opens up with the cream and the strawberries across.
Oh, this is maritozzo.
That one, my children say, it looks happy. It looks like it's
Yes,
smiling.
it's like a smile. Maritozzi are original from Rome. Yes.
It's, again, very romantic, very happy. Everything down there just looks so happy. I haven't explored a lot of Italian bakery sweets. I haven't explored a lot of Italy, but now this in Bali has made me obsessed with going to Italy and looking more seriously, because everything just seems so happy and intense and romantic and playful all at the same time, even on your plate. So you have some very like playful plating, you know, like even the plates themselves, there's one that's a half moon, it's cut off. Was all of that by design by you? Like just the way that the dish is presented, the different styles of plates, that was all thought of by you?
No, not really. I
Okay.
bought in a place here in Bali. Yes, of course, I always look for some plates that match with us, with the dish. Yes, sometimes I have to do some custom for us. Yeah.
Nice. It's exciting. I mean, I think that the entire ambiance came together. I'm a super fan, so it means I'm not impartial, but it doesn't mean we can't talk about it. You know, it doesn't mean we can't unpack it. I don't believe anybody who came here would, would not be happy. I just don't. I think that if they didn't like something, then it was something that they didn't like to begin with. Try another thing, you know? I've tried, I think 90% of most of the things, and I have favorites, but everything is great, you know? I liked the burger I tried one time, and I'm not really a vegan burger person. That's not really my avenue of eating, but it was magnificent. You have one on the menu. Did you know what you were doing with the vegan burger when you went to make it? Because you've got a really robust flavor.
Yeah, me too. I'm not really a burger lover, but yes, why not? We should have in our menu. And when I was in mind, I had in mind to do that. I would love to make something different and to play with colors. Of course, we should have protein inside, so to have a complete dish. And yes, I use natural color to do that, to do our bread and mayo as well.
The charcoal bun That's handsome. I love that black bun on another sandwich. Is it the burger? I can't remember. The black bun.
The black one, yes.
Yeah, I
with
love
the
that. It's
avocado mayo.
yeah, excited, right? So you wake up, you basically live here. Do you think every day about tweaks that you want to make to the restaurant, or are you just keeping it naturally functioning and healthy?
Yes, I think this is going on naturally.
Naturally.
Yeah.
It's good. The restaurant seems very happy. Are you happy? Are you happy with the way it's going?
Yeah, I'm really, really happy. I
That's all
couldn't
that
be
matters.
more happy than that.
That's wonderful. So you knew you were sitting down with me today, and I didn't send you any questions, and so there's probably not a lot of information that you had. I mean, I sent a few to the manager, but when you were thinking about the interview, was there anything that you were thinking I would ask that I haven't asked you that you wish I had?
I was really afraid about that because, of course, my English is so bad, so, and a little bit stressed. But it was a pleasure.
Yeah, your English is phenomenal.
No,
yeah,
not
it
really.
is. It
Not
really
really.
is. I had no issue. I've gone through.
No.
I've gone through much more intense, kind of pausing and navigating. It's incredible. Yeah, I think that this space. I haven't ever been to the Blanco Museum. I now know the story behind him and him being gifted all of the land from the king of Bali and married to a Balinese woman. All of that. But it's kind of amazing to be right next to a museum as well. I mean, when they found, did you have like a realtor find this space for you and say, I think I've got something for you? Like, how did you know this existed?
I knew the previous restaurant was here before COVID because I ate here and I visited the museum.
Okay.
So
yeah, I mean, you can see just the most amazing view from here.
Yes,
I love
the temple over there.
I
used to go with the staff over there in a special occasion.
Nice.
Yeah.
And your staff is family, so you're set.
Yeah.
That's wonderful. And I know that it's both a pain and a necessity to speak with someone like me, but I love your food and I love getting to know you and hearing about it. And I'll be back in February and I'll be here, 2-3 times a week with my family like we always are.
Always here, but in the kitchen.
Yeah. We're here on Sunday. I think I miss you because I asked someone one time because Dario said she comes in, a lot. She's always there.
Yeah.
And I asked someone and they said she comes in usually in the evening. And we come in Sunday like noon with me and my 4 children, huge family.
Okay.
But it's the best. And we had it delivered one time and it was really good, but we all felt a little sad because it was like, no, we like being there. It's such a special place. Delivery is good if you have to, but yeah.
I love so much to deliver the food because it changed, of course. It's
does.
different.
I know, but you cannot talk teenagers out of wanting salmon toast.
I know.
They need your food. They need it desperately.
Wow.
Yeah, it's wonderful. One final question. I always ask every chef I talk to, and I've talked to probably well over 30 chefs in the past 5 years. When you get invited to a dinner party or anything else, is it expected that you show up with some of your food? Or, as a chef, is it like being a doctor at a dinner party where someone's like, hey, can you take a look at this for me? Or do you ever get time off? Do you ever get to just go and enjoy someone else's cooking?
Depends from the people. If they are friends, it's normal to speak about food. Italians speak all the time about food.
Yeah.
So it can normally. With other people, yes, sometimes it's asked about my job, about some recipes or something. Yes, it's normal.
So it's not a problem.
No,
yes, there's always
no,
food
at all, because
and you
I love
don't have
it.
a problem.
No, for me, it's not a job.
Yeah, it's life.
It's life, and it make me happy. So it's not a problem.
What was your father's favorite dish?
Bread,
Yes.
yeah, pasta, yeah,
Excellent.
fish. They are no vegan, of course.
Yeah.
And I have a background of seafood dish. So my grandmother was a very, very good chef at home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds like a good upbringing. That food alone, I feel like that's heaven, you know? Bread is everything. I agree. Thank you so much for meeting
Thank you,
with me.
thank you.
I appreciate
Thank you so much.
So much. I
Thank
really
you.
do. Wonderful.
Hi, I'm Patricia Kathleen. I travel the world with a mic in hand and questions to ask. And this is where those conversations live. My guests and I get into everything: work, identity, creativity, purpose, the big stuff, the messy stuff, and the stuff that actually matters. From alleyway chats to studio sit-downs, I bring you with me as I talk to chefs, scientists, artists, activists, whoever around me has a story worth hearing. Wherever you're listening from, welcome. I'm glad you're here. Now let's get into it.